Today we board the Disney Dream, where I will be eating at every restaurant on board. From Glizzy's by the pool to dinner in a restaurant that comes to life, we are covering it all. This is your ultimate foodie guide to the Disney Dream. I am so excited to be on my first Disney cruise in over 10 years, and the thing I'm most excited for, the food. We have 16 decks to explore, filled with over 6 different dining locations, including 3 unique themed restaurants, unlimited soft serve, free room service, and more.
Disney Dream, please welcome aboard the Wright family.
Yeah! We just boarded, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty hungry, so let's head to our first stop, Cabanas. Cabanas is the buffet you'll find on board. They feature meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And in today's video, I'm only going to be showing you guys the sail away lunch, but just know there is so much more at this buffet, including churro Mickey waffles for breakfast on the final day of the sailing. Okay, so we're gonna start off with a little tour of the buffet here. I'm gonna show you guys everything they have on the line, and I hear the lunch buffet when you first board, the day you board, is like the best because they have like crab legs I've seen, so I'm definitely gonna get some, but let me show you around. Okay, starting off here at Paradise Pizza, it looks like there's just a slew of different pizzas. And they're making the pizzas fresh back there, and you can kind of grab a slice of whatever they've got. I thought this was corn on the pizza, but it's actually pineapple. Right next to the pizza, we've got Neptune's Italian, where it says Italian, but looks like they're serving up more of like the kiddie style foods. I see some mac and cheese and some things that they're calling chicken tenders. I don't know, but that mac and cheese looks really good. But at the end of that area, that might be the Italian food they're talking about. I see some pastas down there. Here we've got some seafood stuff. So it's looking like we've got some crusted cod, some grilled corn, little grilled corn like veggie medley. And then here we have a pea puree and some salmon steaks. Continuing down, we have the Galley Grill. I'm seeing some lamb chops here, some grilled rosemary lamb chops. I will definitely be grabbing some of them. It looks like some mashed potatoes right next door. Here we've got some grilled strip loin steak, some more fries, some asparagus, some more fries, a lot of fries on the buffet, and then some grilled chicken as well. Right here at Deep Sea Subs and Sandwiches, we've got a little mini DIY charcuterie thing with some cheddar and ham and a couple of like little sandwiches. And at the end, we've got some chicken tenders, but they don't look like regular Disney tenders. They actually look like a knockoff version of the gluten-free tenders that they have at Disney World. I don't know what those are. So we did have to come to the other side of the buffet to find some more of the food, and they're actually carving up some beef here and carving up some turkey over here on this side. It looks like we've also got some salads over here, maybe like a little garden salad with chicken here, and then another mixed garden salad without chicken, and then, oh, that's the good stuff at the end. So this here is what I was talking about, that everyone comes to the buffet on sail away day for the crab legs and the peel and eat shrimp. We've got a giant mountain of crab legs here. I'm definitely gonna be grabbing some of them. Guys, that was quite the experience out here at Cabanas. I feel like the people have not eaten all day, and they're all out at Cabanas as we speak, getting their first meal of the day, because it was crazy in there. So maybe it's not the best idea to go there when you first board, but we had no other choice. Let me show you guys my plate. I pretty much got all meat and seafood, and then just one carb, one side, which is the mac and cheese. This like looks like the old mac and cheese that they used to have at the Disney parks. That was like the crappiest yet best mac and cheese ever. Like there's no explanation. It wasn't like anything like gourmet or anything, but it's just so good that it looks exactly like it. I've also got some salmon. I've got a little piece of steak and a piece of lamb chop, although they both look the same. So I don't know. I also got one of these chicken tendies here for investigative journalism. I have to see what they're looking like, because on everyone else's cruise videos, I saw that they had the regular tenders that you could get at the Disney World park. So I don't know what this is here. I also got some of this fried cod. This looks incredible and really crispy. I've got some peel and eat shrimp and some crab legs, of course, so let's dig in. You already know we're going for this mac and cheese. Oh my God. That is definitely Stouffer's, but it's bringing me back to my childhood days in the Disney parks, getting the brisket and roast beef mac and cheese from Friar's Nook. That really brings me back. It tastes like the old Disney mac and cheese, and it's probably worse quality than the current state of Disney Parks mac and cheese, like the generic one that you get at all quick service restaurants, but it just hits different. Next up, some of this salmon here. It looks like it doesn't have a lick of seasoning, and it tastes like it doesn't have a lick of seasoning. I don't even know if they salted or peppered this. Tender. Look at this, isn't even fully encrusted in the crust. Okay, first reaction was a little bit harsh, but this does kind of taste like a chicken tender that you can get frozen in a bag from the grocery store. It's crispy and hot though. Not as good as regular Disney tendies, however. Next, let's go for, I don't know if this was supposed to be the steak or the lamb. Oh my God. So well done. Quite dry and overcooked on that lamb, but I do have high hopes for this cod here. This cod is looking good. Oh, that's the best thing on the plate so far. The outside is just cooked to perfection, and so is the inside. Honestly, the inside of the fish there, really nice and flaky, super crisp. That's delicious. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, the crab. Let's see if I could get this in one shot. Probably not. Oh! Oh! I call that talent. Nice and sweet. I expected the crab legs themselves to be a little bit smaller, but honestly, there's quite a bit of meat in there. I do wish they had some drawn butter though. There was no butter up there to get, but pretty tasty for a buffet crab leg. I'll take it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, now that we have sailed away, we are on to our second dining location here on the ship, or our second, third, fourth, and fifth dining location here on the ship at Flo's V8 Cafe. The reason I say second, third, fourth, and fifth stop on the trip here is because Flo's V8 Cafe is comprised of 4 different restaurants. We have Animator's Grill that's serving up burgers, sausage, grilled chicken, and chicken tenders. We have Luigi's Pizza, which is obviously serving up pizza. And then we have Ramon's Cantina, which is actually a brand new offering here on the ship. They kind of just added this to where it's almost like a DIY taco situation, almost similar to Chipotle. But this is brand new. I believe we're one of the first 5 sailings to actually have this offering here on the Dream, so I'm definitely really excited to try that out. And then our final stop here at Flo's is gonna be Fillmore's Favorites, which is kind of more of the healthier options. They have salads, sandwiches, fruit, things of that nature there. So we're gonna get a bunch of different things from all of the different stops here. I'm aiming to get at least one thing from each stop so I can try it all and show you guys what they got. Thank you very much. Starting here with Luigi's Pizza. Let's just do the review right here, guys. So they have a couple of different pizzas. Right now they have a margarita, a barbecue chicken, and a pepperoni. So I opted for the pepperoni. This honestly looks fantastic. The crust is super thin. A little bit of a flop to it there, but other than that, it looks like a pretty solid slice of pizza. Honestly, I mean, that's pretty solid pizza. There is a ton of cheese on here. Obviously, that cheese pull was crazy. Pepperoni doesn't make the pizza too greasy, but that crust, really nice and thin. I'm a fan of a thin crust pizza. The best part of this pizza is that you can get as many slices of this pizza as you want, pretty much any time. I don't know how late this stays open, but I see many late night slices of pizza in my future. All right, so next up we are gonna try Animator's Grill. You can see they have hamburgers and cheeseburgers. They have Mac's seasoned to perfection grilled chicken. They have the Sheriff's off the grill glizzies and bratwursts. And then they have Mater's favorite chicken tendies and some fries too. Now we did already try the chicken fingers that they have on board, and they look to be the same that they had at the buffet downstairs earlier. So I'm not quite sure what's really going on with the chicken tender situation, but they weren't my favorite. The OG Disney tenders are a bit better. So I don't know, we're gonna get a sampling, maybe a little burger and a glizzy. I have to try a glizzy. Hi, can I please have a cheeseburger and a hot dog with fries? Thank you very much. Don't look too bad for a drawer glizzy. So to go with all of our food here, they kind of have a toppings bar situation, which reminds me of Disney World's old topping bars. R.I.P. Cosmic Rays, R.I.P. Pecos Bill. I almost forgot the name of Pecos Bill. But we've got a ton of toppings here to put on our glizzy and our burg. So let's start building. We're going, I am like a 100% supporter of pickles on a burger. Usually when I get a burger, I need extra pickles on it. So we're definitely gonna be loading this up here with is that too many?
That is too many.
That is a lot of pickles. Okay, throwing pickles, lettuce. We'll do an onion. Dang, this really has me missing, like, this is like cruel. This has me like now wanting a topping bar every time I get like a burger at Disney. We are going, get out of here.
What?
Absolutely not. I don't like this setup here. I don't like that I have
You're too close to the mayo.
I'm too close to the mayo. We're going ketchup on the burg, mustard on the glizz. Let's try these out. Let's try this burger here first. Honestly, this burger is actually a lot better than I thought it would be. It actually has a really nice char. Do you guys see that char on the outside of the burger there? I love the flavor of a char. Cheese is nice and melty. I love that they have the toppings bar. Definitely appreciate that, so you can add kind of as much of whatever that you want on a burger. Again, I see a lot of burgers in my future on this cruise. Onto the goat. The most important part of this entire review of this entire Flo's V8 Cafe is definitely the glizzy situation. You know, I am the glizzy expert, so we have to test and make sure that they have a good glizzy on the Disney Dream, and that is just what we're gonna do. Should I cover my face while I'll turn away? No one look. Just kidding, you can look. Glizzy, delicious. Never really meet a glizzy that I don't enjoy. However, the bun is incredibly stale. You guys see it just like kind of tearing apart there? That's a sign of some stale buns. We don't like stale buns around here. The glizzy itself, 10 out of 10. Just on the meats part, not the bun part. So altogether, 7. But we got some fries here. Undersalted. But other than that, it's your basic Disney fry. I don't know, I'm not mad at it. I love just having this option to kind of walk up and grab all this stuff. I feel like most cruises have this, but I don't know, I like it. Okay, post burger and glizzy, we're gonna hit up Ramon's Cantina. Like I said, this is like the brand new digs here on the Disney cruise. They have something similar on the new ship, the Disney Wish. I think it's called like Donald's Cantina.
Correct.
And I believe it kind of grabbed inspiration from that because it was so popular over on the Wish. So they kind of brought it over here, and I am all for a little Chipotle. So let's get some tacos. Can I get 2 tacos, please? Can I get 1 steak and 1 chicken? And can I get fajitas on both? Thank you. Okay, can I do some shredded cheese? Can I do some corn and guac? We're loading these bad boys up here. I guess that's enough. Yeah, I was gonna do lettuce, but it looks like it'll be overflowed. A little bit of lettuce. These are some stuffed tacos. That looks perfect. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay, so I know they had pico over there, but I am a big salsa verde fan, and I saw they had it over here. So I want to get a little salsa verde on these tacos here. There we go. Oh my God. These are actually like huge tacos. If you guys didn't want tacos, they also have the option to do like a bowl, and they had beans and rice. So you could really like do your own Chipotle bowl, but these look excellent. All right, let's try this steak taco first. This is literally going to make a mess. Are there napkins anywhere? I see napkins.
Okay.
Napkins spotted behind me. They're gonna be needed. Don't worry, my cameraman cleaned that up for me. We're not making a mess over here.
No.
But let me tell you, this steak taco, I'm a huge fan. This is delicious. Great flavor, great topping options. I was a little worried about the steak being too tough because sometimes even when you get it from Chipotle, it's like super fatty and tough. But the steak is actually better than Chipotle steak because it kind of just tears apart and it's super tender. Let's go for this chicken one now. The chicken looked a little under-seasoned, but these are so stuffed I can't even pick them up. I should have got less toppings. I got too many toppings here. Oh my gosh. Guac is falling everywhere. This is really delicious. Like that salsa verde just adds that really perfect, fresh, limey kick to the end. The chicken is actually not under-seasoned. Like it tastes pretty seasoned. It looked under-seasoned, but it doesn't taste that way. Nice veggies on there. This is really good. Ryan, you gotta try one of these. You would really like this. Okay, last stop is the healthier kind of stuff here. It looks like we've got a mixed garden salad here, a mixed garden salad with strawberries, and it looks like maybe some feta and some walnuts on there. That looks pretty tasty. Here we have a turkey and cranberry sandwich. If that does not have mayo, I will be trying that. This is a roast beef sandwich here, and then a little fruit bowl. I figured, you know, we're gonna be eating all these tacos, pizza, burgers. Thank you so much, hot dogs. We gotta go a little fruit action here. So I just ate a seed. But there's actually a good mix in here. Pineapple, honeydew, cantaloupe, grapes, watermelon. What's not to love? I love Flo's V8 Cafe. Our dinner for the first night here on our Disney cruise is gonna be at Animator's Palate. I am so excited to eat here. I haven't been on a Disney cruise since I was 13 years old, and I vividly remember eating at this restaurant. It should be really good. They have some iconic Disney Cruise Line dishes, and we're gonna dig into all of them. Okay, so since this is the first sit-down restaurant that we're covering, I kind of have to go over the basics. Now, with most cruises, it's the same here at Disney, where you can kind of order as much of whatever you'd like. So if you wanna order every single appetizer, you go ahead and do that. If you wanna order 3 entrees, you go ahead and do that. If you wanna try anything on this menu, you're able to. And if you only order one and you really enjoy it, you could always add another one on. So we're gonna go all out, of course. Well, we have made it inside the beautiful restaurant. We were given the menu, and I wanna kind of go over everything we've got on here with you guys. Starting with the appetizers. There's a smoked salmon tartare, sliced serrano ham, black truffle pasta, I'm gonna call them purses, a tomato tart, and then we also have some soups and salads here. A creamy butternut squash soup, a baked potato and cheddar soup. Ooh, I love a baked potato soup. There's some arugula leaves. That's a funny menu item name, arugula leaves. And then they have a chicken and walnut salad. For our bread, we're gonna get a garlic and herb focaccia. And then over to the main courses. There's some penne pasta with a bolognese sauce, a grilled tuna steak, a lemon thyme marinated chicken breast, an herb crusted pork chop, and a ginger teriyaki dusted Angus beef tenderloin. There's also some vegetarian options here, a black bean chipotle cake and a sesame halloumi, and then some lighter options as well, some shrimp salad, steak, chicken, and salmon. And I just closed my menu and I didn't even realize until Ryan pointed it out, but look, the Mickey is actually animated on the that's the attention to detail we love here at Disney Cruise.
One of the things that Animator's Palate here on the Disney ships are known for is the walls changing from black and white to color, as well as the ability to draw a little drawing. You know, I'm miming drawing something, and then by the end of the meal, it can possibly pop up and be animated on screen. You know, Animator's Palate. Haha. Unfortunately, that does not happen on a 3-day, 3-night cruise. That only happens on the 7-night cruises, meaning that you're guaranteed to come back to Animator's Palate more than once. That happens on the second time here. First time is only the Finding Nemo type experience, and that's okay. And I'm happy to see this. I love Crush.
Dude, with the white shell on your head.
That's you.
That's
you.
Hi,
Hi. What's your name?
my name's Ryan.
Rocky Ryan. Where are you from?
Orlando.
Oh, the land of the oars.
I've seen you there a few times too.
I thought I recognized you.
Yeah,
Wait, is that dude across the street trying to take my picture?
yeah.
His
Probably
sister,
What's your name?
Kristen.
Yeah, Cowabunga Christian, check this out.
Wow. Incredible.
You like my smile?
It's great. You're very photogenic.
Turtles don't usually have teeth, but I found these washed up on the shores of Fort Lauderdale. That's awesome, dudes. Yeah, wait. Yeah, Dory, Ryan's trying to take our picture, dude. Get in here.
Oh, we're calling Dory over? Wow.
Did you get it?
Yes, thanks for getting Dory over here.
Thank you. I got it.
It's you, Ryan.
Yep. That's why this is probably the coolest restaurant on board any Disney cruise ship. That was awesome.
People will wait up to 40 minutes to do that. And now you just sit down while we're waiting for our appetizer and it'll just happen. Just happen out of nowhere, you know? It's crazy.
That was sick. That was so totally awesome.
Totally awesome, dude.
And yes, the crush thing is super cool, but I was totally under the impression when I sat down at this restaurant that I was going to get to draw something and it was going to come to life on the walls here. So that is some important information that I honestly had no clue about before sitting down here tonight. Okay, the food is starting to come out, and of course, we are starting with the black truffle pasta purse sets. These are pasta purses filled with truffle-scented cheese and coated with a delicate champagne sauce. Now, these right here are probably the most iconic dish on this entire cruise ship. The most iconic dish that we will have on our entire trip. And this is also, of course, the most anticipated dish. I have been looking forward to trying these. I've seen them all over the interwebs for years, and I am so excited to finally dig into these bad boys. So let's do it. Some of that champagne sauce. Gotta get plenty of it in there. My first bite. And wow, that's not disappointing at all. That sauce is just killer. It's nice and thin. I thought it was gonna taste more Alfredo-y, but honestly, it's definitely creamy, but I do get a lot of that wine flavor coming through. Just tiniest hint of truffle, perfect salt levels. It's salted really, really well. And that pasta, it almost tastes more like a wonton wrapper. Like, it has a really good bite to it. I don't like when pasta is too soft, and this is perfect, cooked perfectly. On a scale of 1 to 10, how weird would it be if I ordered another round of these? I'm definitely doing it. Ryan, you gotta try one of these. I'm not sharing one with you from this plate, but I will share one with you from the next. These are fantastic. They live up to the hype for sure. Yes. Is it possible to get more? It was so good.
I will get it.
Thank you so much. You guys thought I was kidding. Did our server come through or what? Ryan, I guess I could share with you this time. I gotta get your reaction to this. I don't know if you're gonna like it because you're not like a massive cheese lover. And it is a little bit of a creamy dish, so I'm curious to see. Go ahead, dig in there.
Ooh, what is this?
It's like a tortellini almost. No?
It's too creamy. It's like it's very bulbous, and there's like a bulb of
It's cheese, yeah.
I know, but like it's like there's I don't know. That's the right word.
I don't want the word bulbous ever included in any of my videos ever again, but okay, good. Perfect, more for me. Okay, I told you we were going all out. We weren't stopping with the pasta for the appetizer. I had to try both soups. We have the creamy butternut squash soup as well as the baked potato and cheddar cheese soup. Baked potato and cheddar first. This is very, very yellow soup here. Very yellowy orange. It's very thin. This doesn't really taste like potato soup.
Because my wife seen this
You could use a little bit of pepper as well. I like a potato soup that's a little bit chunkier. You see how thin this is? It's very, very blended. It doesn't taste like potato soup to me. Let's go for the butternut squash here. Hopefully this one's a little bit better. They're honestly the exact same color. Ooh. That's interesting. And I honestly think I like this one a little bit more. It almost gives tomato soup vibes with a little bit of that like sweet butternut squash coming through. This one here is delicious. I would definitely get the butternut squash skin. Baked potato, I've definitely had a lot better. For my mains, I decided to go with the herb-crusted pork chop. This is a roast pork chop, brushed with Dijon mustard, crusted with herb breadcrumbs, served with sun-dried tomato risotto and a wine sauce. Then I also got the ginger teriyaki dusted Angus beef tenderloin. This is served on wasabi mashed potatoes with bok choy and a tamarind barbecue reduction. All right, let's cut into this beef here first. We'll see how it's cooked. Perfect medium rare, if you do ask me. Let's try it out. And honestly, I'm quite impressed. You know, when you get like a steak from a restaurant on a cruise, or at least last time I went on a Carnival cruise, which I don't know if that's a great comparison, the steak that's like included with the cruise that you don't have to pay extra for was really awful quality. So this quality here is a lot better than I expected. It's very, very tender, very well seasoned. It's a great cut of meat here that we've got going on, and it's served with these wasabi mashed potatoes. That sounds so interesting, right? Let's try them out. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think I like those. Oh my God, that is such an odd flavor. I would have never thought to pair wasabi with mashed potatoes. They're really creamy, and the texture on them is great. It's just that wasabi aftertaste that's throwing me off. Steak amazing, potatoes not so much. All right, it's time to dig into this herb-crusted pork chop here. Looks like a nice thick chop here. A good layer of the breadcrumbs on top. We'll get some of that barbecue sauce. Pork chop itself, great. It's really thick. It's a nice, juicy chop. Very flavorful. Again, a good quality pork chop. Better quality than I would have expected. I don't love the herb crust on top. I feel like it's not toasty enough. It's like they needed to toast those breadcrumbs just a little bit more before they added it on there, but the chop itself is good. Final round, dessert. We're gonna do a little speed round here because of course I had to sample a couple of different things. Starting with the lemon icebox cake here. This kind of looks like a key lime pie, and upon breaking into it, I see it has a little graham cracker crust, that key lime texture. Wow, that is really good. It does taste like a key lime pie almost. It tastes like a combination between a key lime pie and a lemon meringue, but it does have that key lime texture. The graham cracker crust on there is really nice. This is fantastic. It's honestly so much better than I thought it would be. I'm really happy I got it. I think this is a dessert that they're known for. It was like one of their featured desserts too. This is, as a lemon lover, this is perfect. Next, we have the gluten-free crunchy walnut cake. This has a dark chocolate mousse and a raspberry little dollop here. That same moussey consistency. Honestly, that is really good. Not so much the chocolate on top, but I really love this crunchy walnut thing we've got going on down here. It's almost like salty and brown buttery and brown sugary. Then you get the crunchy walnuts. Ryan's letting me have a bite of his sundae. He got the cookies and cream sundae, which is like a Disney Cruise Line classic. The other thing sounded interesting, so I wanted to get it. So I only got a little spoonful here, a little dollop. But this has cookies and cream ice cream with chocolate sauce and chocolate chip cookies. Wait, that's like so much better than I expected. Chocolate chip cookies are melty and gooey.
I just got a double chunk chocolate cookie in there.
Double chunk. Boom! That is 5 boom. Boom! Boom! I'm done. First full sit-down meal of the cruise gets a big thumbs up for me, especially that pasta. I wish I could have it one more time during this cruise. It was so good, but I honestly loved Animator's Palate. Well, not only was the food amazing tonight, but also just being in the restaurant. It was so cool talking to Crush and just the decor inside. I mean, things as simple as like the chairs. Just the chairs in there are so cool. It's like the back of Mickey's pants, even the butter knives. I know, Ryan, you noticed some more like Animator's Palate details.
Well, the thing is it's like it's based off of the Burbank studio, like the animation studio, and you could find like shelves that have little tiny trinkets on it. And it's mainly Pixar stuff, I'll say that. There are some Disney characters sprinkled in here and there, but I don't know. I love it. I love the updates. It's 10 out of 10. I don't have 10. I'm holding something.
10 out of 10 would recommend it. If that is our first sit-down meal of the cruise, I think we're in for the treat. I don't know if we started with just the best restaurant or what. I feel like that could be the case, so we'll see what's to come. Dinner for night 2 brings us to our second sit-down restaurant, the Enchanted Garden. If you couldn't tell, it is Pirate Night, hence the Pirates t-shirt here. But I gotta say, we've made it inside, and this restaurant, it just gives me a weird vibe. The theme of this restaurant is supposed to be after a Versailles-inspired Enchanted Garden. It's looking like we're gonna have a lot of seafood on the menu here, but I must admit, this is one of the dining experiences that I'm not really so much looking forward to. I'm not really quite sure how to describe it either. I just get a weird, like, does that make sense? I just feel like suffocated.
Why are you saying this?
I don't know, that's just how I feel at this restaurant, I don't know. But let's take a look over this menu here, starting with the apps, soups, and salads. So we've got a cucumber garden roll, an ahi tuna and avocado tower, North Atlantic lobster ravioli, a bacon and wild mushroom tart. We've got some tomato soup, some cream of green asparagus soup, spinach raspberry salad, a romaine wedge. Moving on to the entrees, there are some sea scallops, a pan-seared sea bass, roast chicken, a seared pork tenderloin, and a slow roasted prime rib, as well as, of course, a ton of vegetarian options for you. The vegetarian entrees are a pearl barley cakes with shallots and some glazed portobello mushrooms. And I'm liking a lot of things on the menu here, so we might go even more all out than yesterday and kind of get a really good variety of things. When I'm on these cruises, especially since it's only 3 nights, I feel like I gotta try it all. I made my selections, they're starting to come out, starting with this North Atlantic lobster ravioli that has roasted garlic and sweet basil in a tomato broth. I mean, this don't look good. Let's just put it straight here. This doesn't look to be that good, but of course, maybe it is, maybe it tastes good. We are surely gonna find out here. Lobster ravioli. This has got to be like the saddest ravioli I've ever had in my life. It has like that weird seafoody flavor that you don't want seafood to have. It's giving frozen ravioli. It tastes very artificial. We've got this piece of lobster here, which I'm not sure if it's real lobster. It tastes like artificial crab meat, and this broth, way too thin. Ravioli should not be just drowning in a broth like this. It needs to be a thicker. This is not a good appetizer. Let's hope this ahi tuna tower here is a little bit better. This has some avocado, a wasabi dressing over here on this side, some soy, and then some noodles on top. This is almost exactly what I order from the Boathouse. This is like an exact replica of one of my favorite dishes from the Boathouse. So we'll see how it compares. We'll dig in there. Gonna get some of that wasabi dressing. Let's see. Okay, definitely better than the lobster ravioli. That wasabi, whew, the wasabi is really hitting me. The fish isn't fishy tasting, which is different from the lobster ravioli, thank God. I don't mind it. I do wish, I really like how at the Boathouse they have like those crispy wonton chips to kind of dig in and eat that with. And I feel like there's not really enough crispy noodle here to kind of add that texture that I like in this kind of dish here. So I wish it had something to kind of dig in or more of those crispy noodles on top. But overall, the flavor's good. I really like the flavor of that wasabi dressing. But don't let it fool you. That wasabi flavor is strong. Mighty, but good. Next up, we have this cucumber garden roll. This has carrots, bell pepper, zucchini with cilantro, and it's dressed with a white shoyu and lemon dressing. This is a recommendation straight from the mouth of Mr. Claus himself. He ate here the other night, and he recommended that I try this out. He said this was really good. So, Sean, are you supposed to pick this up? It's called like a spring roll, I think. So usually you eat a spring roll with your hands. So we're just picking it up here. I mean, it's just some good, crunchy veggies. Nice and fresh, nice and light. If you're looking for something light or you're not too hungry, this is the perfect thing to try here. Finally, we've got this asparagus soup here, cream of asparagus. It also has some crab meat in it, apparently. I've never had asparagus soup before. Have you guys? Let's try it out. This is the best appetizer by far. It's thick, it's creamy. You know what's crazy? This is thicker than the baked potato soup the other night. There's obviously not a lot of crab in here, but I love asparagus. Asparagus, probably my two favorite vegetables, cucumber and asparagus. We've got both of them in tonight's dinner. This is really good. I don't know if it necessarily tastes like asparagus. It more just tastes like creaminess. For my main course, I decided to go with a little DIY surf and turf, I'll call it here. So we've got some scallops, 5 scallops on the plate. 2 or 3 of them are really nice size. There's only one that's like kind of tiny, but I'm not mad at the size of these at all. Way bigger than I expected. And we've got a nice, juicy, rare piece of prime rib. So we've got our turf, our surf. Let's dig in. Starting with the surf, which I just cut into the scallop. And I was expecting it to be a little tough, but no. Cut right through like butter. Gotta say, that's a nice, meaty scallop. Cooked perfectly. Nice crust on the outside, seasoned perfectly as well. Now for the prime rib here, and I decided to get this over the sea bass instead of a surf and surf, mainly because this came with a twice baked potato, and I love a twice baked potato. It's like the best of both potatoes. You got the mash on top, the baked on the bottom. Yeah, toss that over here. It's gonna need quite a bit of S&P. There is no flavor at all. You know how like a twice baked potato like this usually has like a bunch of cheese and sour cream kind of flavor? Because when they mash it, they usually mix it. Cheese, sour cream, sometimes even bacon. Not sure if they put any salt on this one, even. Definitely one of the weaker twice baked potatoes here that I have ever had. But the main event is the beef, so we're gonna see how this tastes. Ryan, you're already eating it. How's your beef? You got it well done. Well done beef. I got it medium rare, but it looks more rare. But again, that's fine with me. It's good, but again, it could use a bunch of salt and pepper. Is yours a little bit under seasoned too? This whole dish right here, quite under seasoned. Just like that, we are on to dessert. Our options are a warm, sticky date pudding, a chocolate garden torte, an orange almond cake, a chocolate brownie sundae, a southern-style pecan tart, or a lemon raspberry mousse balm. I do want to also mention that if you didn't want any of the desserts on this menu here, you're also able to order just like a regular Mickey bar. I think Ryan just ordered one. So yeah, that's an option for you at any of the restaurants. Just wanted to mention that in case any of you are coming on a cruise and craving a Mickey bar. But I ended up going with the Southern style pecan tart as well as the chocolate brownie sundae. Ryan's sundae from yesterday night was so good, I couldn't pass up on the sundae again. Sundae first. Everybody knows the rules. There's some very rich, high quality chocolate ice cream. Want to get some of that peanut butter brownie in there? I wish this had some peanut butter sauce in here. I feel like I expected a little bit more peanut butter, but the only peanut butter is coming from that one little cube of, like, it's like a peanut butter blondie, I'd say. That's the only peanut butter flavor I'm getting, which I kind of wanted a little bit more. Pecan tart. Oh, that is a hard tart. A hard tart. That's good. This dessert reminds me a lot of a Christmas cookie that my mom makes called a nut cup. She calls it a nut cup, and it tastes so similar. It has that like buttery shortbread crust and then that brown sugary molassesy kind of inside with the crunchy pecans in there. I dig it. I think it's a little bit better than the sundae. I don't know, bit of a disappointing meal at the Enchanted Garden. There were some things that were good, some things that were so-so, and then a couple things that just were not good at all. Now, we obviously haven't gotten to the third restaurant on board that's included with the price of your cruise. That is Royal Palace, which we're going to tomorrow night. But so far, if I had to say I wanted to like skip one of the restaurants to kind of go to one of the adult-only restaurants like Palo or Remy, I would say I'd probably skip Enchanted Garden here. I don't feel like that's a meal I ever need to have again. It was very, very mid. again, post Pirates Night. We enjoyed the show, and since dinner wasn't my favorite, I figured this was the perfect evening to order some room service. If you didn't know, on a Disney cruise, room service is included with the price of your cruise. So you don't have to pay anything additional unless you get like drinks or alcohol or anything like that, but all the food is included. So let's look over our offerings here. There's like a little cheese plate, a salad, some arugula and romaine salad, a grilled salmon salad, a tomato soup with a toasted grilled sharp cheddar cheese sandwich, a little combo action in the room, chicken noodle soup, buffalo wings, crisp breaded chicken tendies, a crisp plant-based chicken sandwich, a grilled Angus American cheeseburger, penne bolognese, lamb and beef pied. What the heck is this? I'm assuming it's a pie. A spinach and feta pied. And then some desserts, New York cheesecake, chocolate truffle cake, chocolate chip cookie. I also heard, I don't know if this is true, I guess we'll confirm, that you could order Mickey bars on room service. I will definitely be asking for that just to see. And then here's all like the wine and the beer and the juice and the stuff that you could buy additionally. But we're just sticking to the included food. Hi, can I please place an order? Can I do 1 cream of tomato soup, please? 1 chicken noodle soup, 2 orders of buffalo wings. Can I have ranch? And that comes on the side, right? Perfect. And then can I do 1 cheesecake, 1 chocolate chip cookie, and then do you guys do Mickey bars? Okay, Ryan, do you want one? Can I have a Mickey bar as well, please? That's all. How long did you say? Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Room service.
Oh, look who it is. Go ahead, put it down. Give us a tour of the digs here.
Well,
show us what we got.
Well, first we might have to get this Mickey ice cream bar in the freezer as soon as possible because I can already tell it's melting. So we're gonna
pop that in there.
We're gonna pop that bad boy in right there for later. But I'm not sure what's under each one. It's almost like a mystery. So I'm assuming this smells like the wings. Oh, what a guess! We got ourselves some nice buffalo crispy wings. They're kind of tiny.
The tiniest wings in the world. Look at that one right there specifically. I don't know if I've ever seen a tinier wing.
Must have been a small chicken. All right, let's see. What do we think this one is?
I think that's wing number 2.
Oh, there's 2 wings. Oh, 2 wings.
Soup.
Soup?
Show us the soup. What soup is that? You got
Chicken. Oh, yeah, I forgot it. The chicken noodle soup. This looks better than Panera, huh? That's a good soup. Shout out to Nate. I wish he was here to try this soup with us.
What else we got? What else we got?
Oh, we just got it. It keeps going. Oh, nice New York style classic cheesecake. And then finally to top it off,
the tomato soup.
So we got soups and wings.
Look at the grilled cheese. Oh man, guys, and here's my cookies. What do we look? They can't be worse than the cookies we had earlier at Lookout Key.
That looks kind of worse.
No.
Oh.
World's tiniest chicken wings.
These aren't Kitty O'Shea's.
These look really bad, if I'm being totally honest. They look awful. I'm trying to make as much noise as possible to wake Ryan up. Oh, you're going? Okay.
I'm wearing white. This is
right.
This is the fancy room service.
Let's get these.
I'm going for the tiny one first.
Let's get these wings. This looks awful.
Where were these chickens?
Those are regular sized chicken wings, not like freaking hormone steroid pumped wings. Like
the sauce is good.
Why is it so spicy?
I like the sauce.
Oh my god. I love
kick to
spicy food. This is burning my face. And they're not crispy at all.
They're not crispy. They're no Kitty O'Shea wings, but I honestly don't expect. I had no high expectations.
Oh my god. I could handle spicy food. I love spicy food. That is inedible spicy. I don't know how you're eating that.
Really? It's not that spicy.
That is like past the level that you can enjoy. You want a wing, Ryan?
No.
Let's unwrap our soups. Now, I mainly got this because I thought it was going to be like more grilled cheese and tomato soup-like.
It's
However,
a lot of tomato to very little grilled cheese.
Yeah, the ratio is really, really off. I expected more grilled cheese, and all I got were these 2 little dippers, and they're so soggy.
What do you think, Kristen?
I
Room
don't know.
service?
I don't know.
That looks like some good chicken noodle soup. I'm kind of excited for this one. Oh my god, it's so hot. I can't even eat it.
This is no Jolly Holiday combo.
that's the least holiday.
This is so far.
We're,
Oh my
we're
gosh.
quite far from Disneyland.
This is no Disneyland combo.
I would.
Wow. Thank God this was free. If I'd paid for any of this, I would have been so mad. This is awful.
I'm not a big.
How's your soup?
It looks like it would be good. The broth isn't my favorite. I like the chicken. The carrots are nice. The celery and some onions, but the broth is. It's not chicken noodle
Oh,
standard.
this tomato soup bowl is so hot.
That is hot.
Hot soup. The tomato soup is actually good.
Yeah, the ingredients inside minus the broth.
How do you mess up a grilled cheese? I feel like that's the easiest thing on this menu to conquer, and it's
They have
just
no
so
crust on
bad.
it.
It's just so bad. Now, it's time for the double chunk chocolate cookie. You want one?
No, I had a bad experience with these cookies once. I was about 7, maybe 10 years old, between that age range, and I discovered the unlimited food service, the room service, and I ordered myself a whole plate of chocolate chip cookies, ate them all, and the next day, I saw them all again. in all types of double chocolate chip cookies.
Well, let's see how these are.
No milk? Who eats cookies just straight up raw? Just raw talking.
This is so bad. What the heck is going on?
That's not Costco. It's probably a Cisco cookie or a U.S. food cookie.
I'm sure it is, because whatever it is, it's trash. Also, Sean, show them your braid. We got braided at Lookout Key. Sean got a little Michael Scott braid.
We got
So
the
we're
Michael
twinning.
Scott special.
We got the Scott specials. These cookies are absolutely awful. At least I have one thing that will not let me down and will be edible. All reliable, all faithful. Mickey rooms in the bar.
Wow.
Mickey rooms in the bar. Mickey bars in the room.
Mickey.
And Mickey bars on my jeans. The best for last. Well, it is the final evening of our cruise, and believe it or not, I have yet to get ice cream on board. One of the most iconic parts about going on any cruise line, I believe every cruise line has this, is the fact that they have like self-serve ice cream. And I don't know how it's taken me this long to actually come over here to ice cream to finally get some soft serve. And to be honest, I didn't even know where this was. I had to have Sean come over here and show me where to find it. But it is on the pool deck. It's a little bit tucked away and hidden. But it is finally time to eat at one of the last restaurants that we're gonna eat at on this cruise. We do actually have a bunch of different options. It looks like there's usually 4 machines. One is broken, however. But over here, we have chocolate, we have strawberry. Wow, we got the lights turning on. There's chocolate strawberry, you can get that swirled. There's also, of course, chocolate and vanilla that you can get swirled. And then moving back over here. Guys, I saw this. There's a little bit of a weird flavor combo going on. We could get ourselves some mango ice cream, some chocolate ice cream, or we can swirl the two together.
Ice cream, I'm dairy free.
Dairy free, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, Here's our cone, guys. How'd I do? I'm tripping. Yeah, that's really good. I love mango. Mango Dole Whip is my favorite flavor of Dole Whip, so there's no surprise that I enjoy this here. I could use a little bit more mango flavor though. I feel like it's not mango enough, and I definitely would have to say this would not go well with chocolate, but I do think they rotate the flavors kind of daily, so you never know what you're gonna catch here. For our final meal and our final restaurant of this cruise, we are dining at the Royal Palace, and I'm sure it's gonna be better than yesterday's dinner. Here we are meant to step inside of a princess area, and I will say, it does kind of feel like we're inside of Cinderella's royal table in the Magic Kingdom. Aren't you getting those vibes, Ryan? I don't know, but we've got some princess stuff around, and we have this giant menu. So let me show you what we've got to choose from. You'll notice a bit of a French inspiration here. There's a duck confit, an iced lobster and jumbo shrimp, as well as an escargot and a breaded and deep fried brie for our appetizers. For our soups and salads, there's a French onion, there's a leek and potato, a farmhouse salad, and a red wine pear salad. For our main courses, there is a buttered lobster pasta, which I wanted to get, but I hear might not be that good. They also have an oven-baked salmon royale, crispy roasted duck breast, a rack of lamb, and Chateaubriand roasted filet steak. For the vegetarians, wild mushroom stuffed pasta, and a grilled marinated tofu. Okay, so our first two appetizers here have come out. We're starting with the escargot, and then we also have this deep fried brie. And this is the saddest plated dish I potentially have ever seen in my life. I mean, it's just two little brie cubes, which look great, by the way. And then a little thing of like some type of jam, and then the whole rest of the plate is just empty with a couple of little like crumbs on it. So I'm not sure, but do you use a fork and a knife to eat this? I don't know. I guess we'll fork and knife it. We'll move this out to the empty side of the plate. I love brie cheese, and I've heard really good things about this dish here. All right, we got the melty brie in there. I guess we'll dunk it in the sauce. Yeah, this is so delicious. Like I said, I love brie cheese, and this is like a fried, like a fried mozzarella, like a mozzarella stick, except with brie cheese. It's super crispy. Looks like they've used some panko breadcrumbs to coat it in. And I love eating brie cheese at home on a charcuterie board with some like raspberry jam. And that's kind of what this is. This might be like cranberry here, but jam always works so perfectly with any type of cheese, but especially brie cheese. And this is a good brie cheese. This is a great appetizer. Okay, we also have to get into this escargot here. And funny story, the first time I ever found out what escargot was on a Disney cruise back in the day. My mom convinced my younger sister, Julie, to eat escargot. And she ate it, and she had no issue with it. And I actually like escargot. I like the escargot at Topolino's a lot. So we'll see how this one compares to Topolino. Got some butter in there. It's good. I could use a little bit more garlic flavor. Dip the breadstick in that snail sauce. Definitely not bad. I enjoy it, and I'd get it again. Escargot isn't something that you can get many places, and I feel like a cruise ship is the perfect place to kind of try new things. So if you want to experiment with it, this is the time to do so. Ryan, how much would I have to pay you to eat one of these snails?
$500.
$500? I've got 20 with your name on it. To round out our appetizers, I did have to get a double soup plate. I'm doubling up on the soup. Did I have soup the first night? I feel like yes. Didn't I have potato soup? I think I did. And last night I had this amazing asparagus soup. Now we've got French onion and potato leek soup. I've actually been recommended this potato leek soup by a pal of mine, a buddy old pal. Sean Claus said it was so good, and his mom ordered 2 bowls of it. Looks good. It's very green, very leek heavy, I guess. You know, a lot of times when you get a potato leek soup, it's more of a potato soup. You can't really taste the leeks. That is not the case with this soup. You definitely can taste the leeks, and I'm tasting a lot of green onion as well, and I love green onion. It's nice and creamy. It's smooth. I would personally, when I get potato soup, I like there to be little chunks of potato in it. I don't like it to be super, super smooth. This potato soup is really smooth, but I'll tell you, it is really, really good. Perfectly seasoned, perfect salt levels. I'm just now like mixing it and stirring it. But yeah, this is really, really solid potato leek soup. I actually think Ryan just ordered another bowl of it. But I am not sure how this French onion here is gonna be. Now, my two favorite soups are probably like a loaded potato and a French onion. While this isn't a loaded potato, it's a potato soup. And then French onion. This French onion doesn't look to be too good. I understand they have to produce this in the masses, so they're not gonna be able to make it like super fresh, but it looks like the cheese and bread was really just such an afterthought here. Like they literally just put some cheese on top of a piece of bread, threw it in the oven, and then kind of just like placed it on top of the soup instead of, you know, like putting the bread in and then putting the cheese on top and baking that all together. That didn't really happen here. So I feel like there's a good chance I'm disappointed by this soup. Yeah, that is some pretty disappointing French onion here. Mainly because of the flavor of the broth. It has a very strong, I feel like usually French onion soup is made with sherry, but whatever alcohol this specific French onion soup is made with, it's very heavy on that flavor. Also, I feel like I ate all of the sliced onions that are in this entire bowl of soup in that first bite. Like, it's just all broth. Oh, a couple of onions here and there, but there really aren't many. And then that cheesy crouton on top it's not good. So back to the potato leek I go. This is definitely the winner here out of the soups at Royal Palace. Okay, now it's time for entrees, where I, of course, had to try two different things. I wanted to get three things, but I was told that seafood pasta just wasn't good. So I'm glad I was told that before I ordered it and was disappointed. And honestly, both the entrees that I ordered, just by the looks of them, look fantastic. I ordered the filet as well as the lamb, and I obviously love filet and I love lamb as well. It's not something that I eat often, but I always love when I do, and this lamb looks amazing. So let's start with this. I was gonna cut it, but I feel like we should just go all out and go for it. Okay, that was definitely a flavor that I was not expecting. It tastes very, very mustardy. I have a feeling that they're using Dijon mustard to kind of coat the lamb to make the little herb crust that they have there stick to it, and I can't tell if I like it yet. I need another bite here. But the more I eat it, the more I think I like it. The lamb itself cooked really well, nice and tender, not chewy. The mustard sauce, once you kind of get used to it, it's good. It's good, it's good. Now on to this beef, which I gotta say, just from the looks of it, it looks very high quality and very tender, but we'll, of course, be putting that to the test here. Well, I think that is delicious. I might even like it a little bit more than I like the lamb. This might be the best like steak dish that I had at all the sit-down restaurants so far. Although I did like my filet at Animator's Palate as well, but I think this might be a little bit better here.
I just received a letter from my dearest beloved. Let's open it up. It's the dessert menu. Do you want me to read through, or do you want to do it?
I want you to read it.
Okay. We have the desserts, which are down here. Grand Marmire Soufflé, Apple Tarts Tatine. I can't say this. Something creme brulee, Strawberry Shortcake Sundae. And then classic opera gelato, duo chocolates. I'm tired. It's been a long
3 days.
Even though Ryan can't read, I feel like the desserts on this menu could be names that they say in the Impractical Jokers name game when they're behind the desk. Grand Marnier souffle. Is there a grand, right? Can you see that?
Yes.
Or apple tartan? Or Tahitian vanilla. I feel like those would be funny names for them to say in the game. Anyway, I think, like Ryan said, I've gone delusional because I thought that was funny and none of you probably did, but I did. I have got a double dessert plate here. I got the Grand Marnier souffle. Is that what it was? And yes, it was the Grand Marnier souffle and the Tahitian vanilla creme brulee. I feel like I'm supposed to pour this sauce here over the souffle, so we're gonna do that. And I want to try this first here because it came out piping hot, so hot in fact that I could like smell it. I'm not sure if this is what I was expecting, but we'll try it out. That is really good and really light. You get that little orange Grand Marnier flavor on the end there. Wow. The texture is also crazy. It's like spongy, but moussey at the same time. And it's also served warm. I don't know, I haven't had anything like this before. And I really like it. Mainly because it's also like not overly sweet, and I never like desserts that are like too in your face with the sweetness, but no, it's very light. You get just that little hint of orange in there. I like this a lot. Time for this creme brulee. Let's see if we can get a little creme brulee crack here. All right, we crispy. That's a pretty solid creme brulee. You know, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing crazy. It's just a classic creme brulee, but a classic creme brulee done right. We've got the nice crispy shell, perfect sweetness on the inside. This too. I feel like both the desserts here aren't overly sweet, which is perfect for me. And sometimes they don't ever like caramelize the top of the creme brulee just enough for me. And here, it is crisp enough. Well, now we have officially eaten at every restaurant on board the Disney Dream. Kinda. Okay, so you guys caught me. I did leave out the restaurants that you do have to pay extra for. There are a couple of them, including Palate and Remy, which are definitely two restaurants that I want to get to at some point. It didn't work out for this cruise, but hopefully there's going to be another one in my future, and I will definitely be going to Palate and Remy. But overall, the food on board the Dream has been pretty good. By far, no doubt, my favorite restaurant has been Animator's Palate. From the ambiance and the very unique setting of the restaurant and the food. The food was incredible, especially that pasta. I'll be thinking about it forever. I'd say that had to be my favorite food on board, my favorite restaurant on board. But thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I have another cruise video on the way where I compare the food at Castaway Cay to the food at Disney's new island, Lookout Cay. Before I head out, I do have to thank all of my Patreon subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting the channel as always. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And again, if you want to see honest Disney food videos, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.